Right now, somewhere, a system has a more accurate model of your personality than your closest friend does. It knows what makes you anxious, what makes you angry, what makes you stay up at 2 a.m. scrolling when you promised yourself you'd stop. It's not magic. It's not even that complicated. It's math. And it's been watching you for years. Let's talk about how this actually works, and why it matters more than almost anything else happening in the world right now. In 2014, a researcher named Michal Kosinski ran an experiment. He took people's Facebook likes, just the pages they clicked like on, and used them to predict personality traits. The results were staggering. With just 10 likes, the algorithm knew you better than a coworker. With 70 likes, better than a friend. With 150 likes, better than your own family member. And with 300 likes, the algorithm understood your personality better than your spouse. 300 likes. That's it. Now think about how much data companies actually have on you today. Not 300 data points. Millions. Every video you watch, every pause, every rewatch, every scroll past, every search, every purchase, every location ping, every message typed and deleted before sending. Each one is a tiny signal. And signals combined at scale become something extraordinary, a near-perfect prediction engine for your behavior. Here's the part that should genuinely concern you. This isn't being used to understand you for your benefit. It's being used to predict what will keep you engaged the longest and deliver exactly that over and over. Not what's true, not what's good for you, what works. If outrage keeps you watching, you get outrage. If fear keeps you scrolling more, you get fear. If comparison keeps you on the app, you get an endless feed of people who seem to be doing better than you. The algorithm doesn't care about your well-being. It cares about one metric, time on platform. And it has gotten terrifyingly good at that one job. Let's talk about something called the filter bubble. Two people can search the exact same question and get completely different answers based on what the algorithm has learned about their existing beliefs. This means you're not just seeing content. You're seeing a version of reality that's been custom-built to match and reinforce what you already think. Over time, this doesn't just shape your opinions, it shapes your perception of what's normal, what's true, what everyone else believes. You start to think your bubble is the world. And here's the unsettling twist. The algorithm isn't trying to manipulate you in the way a human con artist would. It doesn't have intentions. It doesn't hate you or want to control you. It's just optimizing blindly, relentlessly for engagement, which somehow makes it more dangerous. No, not less, because there's no villain to point at, no single person making the decision to exploit you, just a system refined by millions of small experiments that happen to discover the best way to keep humans engaged is to exploit their psychological vulnerabilities. Nobody designed that outcome on purpose. The system found it, and then it kept doing it because it worked. So what do you actually do with this information? First, recognize that your feed is not reality. It's a reflection of what keeps you watching, not what's actually happening in the world. Second, notice your emotional state while scrolling. Anxious? Angry? Comparing yourself to others? That's not an accident. That's the algorithm doing exactly what it was built to do. Third, deliberately seek out perspectives that don't fit your bubble. Not to agree with them, to remember that other realities exist. And fourth, understand that awareness is your only real defense. You can't opt out of algorithms entirely. They're embedded in nearly everything now. But you can opt out of being unconscious about it. The moment you understand the game being played, you stop being just a player in it. Here's the bigger picture. We've spent decades worried about AI becoming conscious and turning against us. But the version of AI already shaping billions of lives doesn't need consciousness. It just needs your attention. And it already has it. The real question isn't whether AI will become smarter than us. It's whether we'll stay aware enough to notice how much it already understands. If this made you think differently about your own feed, subscribe to Mind and Method. Because understanding how these systems work isn't paranoia. It's the first step toward taking your attention back. See you next time.